PHNX Sun Devils show, guys. I am Anthony Totri, joined as always by this guy right here who won't stop pushing me.
Well, I'm not pushing you.
Shane Dieffenbach.
Hello.
This guy over here with the large cranium. That is Erik Ruby.
That was rude.
And we got DJ Danielle behind the Mac making all the magic happen.
DJ Danielle, much like the host of the show, she's lactose intolerant.
There you go, guys. This is the PHNX Sun Devils show. Shout out to OG's Brands, the official sponsor of Flavoring Fridays. Head on over to ogsbrands.com to see their full lineup, including their two newest gummies, the OG's Naturals and the Big OGs, and find out where you can purchase. Do us a solid. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and leave a 5-star review wherever you get your podcast, whether that be Spotify, Apple Music, or any other platform out there. Guys, we appreciate you. We got a lot to get into today. It is Friday, so we do have a hot or not at the tail end of the show. We're going to be talking some balls and bats for the Sun Devil baseball team, but we're going to start things off talking about the Gators.
Yeah. Best case scenario?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's...
Washington probably would have been a little funnier.
I think Washington...
Because U of A fans would have been
Yeah, I think Washington is best case out of the three schools.
But again, I don't think there was really a... It didn't really matter. Obviously, going to Arizona would have been annoying, obnoxious, but you fielded your roster of wide receivers. This has been, we've chewed on this for a while. That Badger's gone. It doesn't truly affect us anymore.
Yeah,
we sound
like we're we're trying to be further in the recovery process than we actually
we're trying to cope. No.
Yeah, we're we're cool with it. I'm so happy he's at Florida now.
The only thing that would have affected ASU fans is if he would have gone to Arizona. That would have stung. But
yeah,
he didn't.
I don't know if there's a best case scenario, but there was a worst case scenario for sure. There was a worst case scenario for sure, and this was not that. So thankful for that, and I'm just happy he's happy. I'm just happy he's happy.
How do you know he's happy?
I don't know. He's probably because of the bag.
Well, he's on Instagram Live dancing right now.
Well, he's pretty happy. He's pretty happy.
That's crazy, dude. It's weird that it's gotten to this point, right? Because Elijhah Badger, I mean, when we were covering the team, what was it, a year ago, 2 years ago at this point, where it was Brian Thompson, or Brian. Was it Brian Thompson? Was his name Brian Thompson?
It wasn't Brian Thomas.
Where he was wide receiver one, and we're like, okay, does EK take that next step? And here we are, fast forwarded through a couple seasons, and Elijhah Badger would have been the top wide receiver here. He was the top available player in the transfer portal. In my personal opinion, he was the top available wide receiver in the transfer portal. So to be able to split that wide receiver room kind of where it's at with Jordan Tyson, Xavier Guillory, I'm happy with ASU's wide receivers, and I think for Elijhah Badger, I'm interested to see how this season goes. So, because Graham Mertz is poop.
Yeah,
he's not a good quarterback.
Here's the thing, though, and this is gonna be so obnoxious. Fast forward to about 9 months from now, 10 months from now, we're at the NFL Combine, and EK is speaking at a podium, and all you're hearing about is how ASU loses talent, they go to another school, and they ball. This is my statement for future people trying to clown on that.
Okay.
He balled at Arizona State University.
Yeah.
And he might put up some crazy numbers, but he might not. As you said,
he might not.
The quarterback situation there isn't great. But Elijhah Badger not only balled here, he grew here into a superstar. He grew here into an NFL caliber wide receiver. He grew here from a guy who got 8 touches as a freshman that he converted to 2 touchdowns to an every single down wide receiver one who was the guy you watched film on when you played Arizona State. That's what he did at ASU. So don't get it twisted when we're here 10 months later and he's going to the NFL. Oh, they couldn't do anything with Elijhah Badger. They did do things with Elijhah Badger.
Yeah, and that's part of the double-edged sword of the transfer portal is that if you have players that go and ball out and maybe your program isn't in a position to retain them, they're going to go get a bag somewhere else, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm sure if ASU is in a position that they're most likely going to be in a couple years, that he probably wouldn't leave, but at the same time, that's just kind of college athletics. But you will always point to his time at ASU as a major reason for his success, not just like as much of a stud as he was receiving, but also like in the return game as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was absolutely electric. And so you don't get to Florida, you don't get the presumed massive bag that he got going to play for the Gators and then eventually go and play on Sundays if you didn't make your way through Tempe and flourish here. And that is like, that's a check mark on ASU's resume. Does it suck that he's not here to finish that off? Absolutely. But that doesn't mean that it's a complete L.
I mean, yeah, it's not complete L at all. I texted somebody last night before the decision was kind of announced and before everybody had put in their crystal balls and all that fun stuff saying he's not actually going to Arizona. Right. And the person responded, I don't think so. But if he does, it's only because Bobby's there. Right. So I think the only reason was because Bobby Wade was there. And I think, doing Bobby a little bit of a favor. Right. Just even going out there, showing that Arizona was in on that.
Yeah.
But again, Washington, the money that Washington and Florida are playing with is a little bit different than Arizona even. And I do want to say Graham Mertz did have a really, really solid season last year, 20 touchdowns, 3 INTs. I've seen him play in person, not while he was at Florida, but while he was at Wisconsin. He was one of the worst quarterbacks I've ever seen in college football.
Big Ten quarterbacks are that you drop 10 overall points if you play in the Big Ten. And something happens. There's some curse.
He just was not good.
Which is Jeff Sims. Okay. He just got 10 overall points better. Yeah, well, the thing that's
Jeff Sims did?
Yeah, because he left the Big Ten. The thing that is hilarious about Graham Mertz, too, is this is his 6th year of actually playing football.
Get a job.
There you go.
Probably
Indeed.
insurance or something.
Indeed.com, right?
Graham Mertz. Graham Mertz has to work for Hertz.
Oh,
Graham
the Mertz
Mertz?
hurts. Yeah.
Hertz Mertz? Is it Hertz Mertz or Mertz Hertz? Mertz Hertz.
Well, one of those. One of those is fine.
What do you think, Eric?
I'd probably go Mertz Hurts.
It'd be funny? He works for like Alamo. No free ads.
No free ads.
Ooh, Sweet Prince can't. Who's worse?
Mertz or Sims?
No. We're gonna be fair on this show. Graham Mertz has proven that
Graham Mertz had a good season last year.
Yeah, it can compete in the SEC, and I know it's Florida SEC, but he's proven that he can. Jeff Sims has not yet, but that isn't to say that everything we said on the pod a week was that last week still stands true. Was that earlier this week?
I feel like that was 2 days ago.
Yeah, that was probably, still stands. Like you bring Jeff Sims in for potential. How did we get here?
All roads lead back to Jeff Sims.
Yeah,
all roads lead to Jeff.
Ruby Way,
Sims.
Dieffenbach Street. Dieffenbach
Street.
And
Dieffenbach Street is a dead end. Dieffenbach Street's a cul-de-sac.
It's a cliff.
No, it's a cul-de-sac.
Oh, it's a cul-de-sac. Who lives there?
It's a cul-de-sac.
Other versions of yourself.
Last house on the left, dude.
Last house on the left. I'm terrified.
Streetlight flickers.
I'm so scared. Yeah, I'm terrified. Look, it was getting back to Elijhah Badger and kind of where he's going to fit at Florida. And I know we're an ASU podcast, but still, like we saw Elijhah Badger succeed at ASU, and I think we can all say, like individually, we want him to, have a successful career, whether it be his last season at Florida or in the league, wherever he goes.
EK is top 5 favorite players I've watched at ASU.
Yeah.
Like, I think Rashad White's probably number 1 just because that season was so fun. Because he carried that team on his back. But EK is probably top 3, actually.
Yeah. Nate in the chat, get your money, EK. Sucks City is not here, but he will always be remembered as a Sun Devil. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he graduated, right? He graduated as an ASU Sun Devil. Says a whole hell of a lot. There were a bunch of people from like Florida, I guess, fans that were in my mentions talking about how I said EK when we recorded that video yesterday, that EK was going to be wide receiver 1. Like he wanted to go be wide receiver 1. Ricky Pearsall was obviously wide receiver 1 at Florida last year. He is now at the San Francisco 49ers. Eugene Wilson III.
That's not a real person.
He was a freshman last year, had 61 catches, 538 yards, 6 carries, 55 yards.
He's a freshman last year?
He was a freshman last year, had a really, really talented season.
Yeah.
Everybody from Florida thinks that this kid is going to be a top 10 wide receiver in the nation.
And they
think that EK is coming there to be the 2.
Yeah, well, First of all,
not happening.
relax. Second of all, they do watch this team closer than we do, so he could be on like the EK level where he's going to break out as sophomore year. Elijhah Badger isn't going to a school to be a wide receiver too.
No.
If he wanted to do that, he would go to a higher, a more talented
Realistically,
school.
I mean, we can
He
be
wouldn't
real
go
about
to
it. He would have
Graham
gone
Mertz.
if he was going to a place where he wanted to win a championship.
Yep.
Out of the 3 schools that he had available to him, realistically, which school of those 3 do you think he could win the most games with?
Probably Washington.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay. I was going to say Arizona, simply because Elijhah Badger with T-Mac and Noah Fafita.
Well, that's a good offense. I mean, that's a good receiving core. You're talking, and I know they obviously just lost their top 3 players. Washington did, but they also have one of the best offensive lines in the country.
Yeah.
They have a great defense. And they have a really good young core. And by the way, they were just in the national championship. So.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Dennis in the chat, is it official Graham Rossini will be the next athletic director? And what do you guys think about him? We did do a full show on him yesterday. Definitely go check that out.
Yep.
But for those of you that haven't seen it,
we hate him.
One word to describe.
Stop.
One word to describe the Graham Rossini potential hire, since it's not official yet.
That's
One
impossible.
word. Give me one word.
Fine.
I
know. I knew you'd hate that. It's impossible to give one word because my one.
It's impossible.
Okay, my one word would be conflicted.
Okay.
Because I like him individually as a person, but the reasons I believe he might be hired are what I don't like. So watch yesterday's show. We talked all about it.
Can I hyphenate?
Sure.
Semi-optimistic?
Okay. That works. Semi-optimistic. Do I have to give a word too?
Yeah, your stupid rules. You play the stupid game.
First off, no one said it was a game.
That was very toddler of you. It's your stupid rules. Come on, Anthony.
Play the game,
Play the game, dude.
Play the game.
Freaking share, dude.
Optimistic, I guess. That's what I'm gonna.
Fucking creative.
Hey, whoa.
I'm just gonna go with optimistic. Why not? Hopeful.
Eric-
I'm choosing Sharon's word. Hopeful.
Okay, Erica. Yes, this is pre-recorded.
This. Look, we wish Elijhah Badger the best.
For
but
sure.
It's time to start talking Arizona State. But before we do that, I want to tell you a little bit about our friends over at OG's.
Yes, sir.
It is a Flavoring Friday. You hear that?
Stop that.
No, I'm not doing it.
Do it again.
It's terrible.
It's a
audio.
knock on the door.
Drop a beat.
Who is it?
Knock on the door.
Let me open it.
Okay.
Now that's great
It's
audio.
the big
right there.
OGs.
Yeah.
It's the big OGs at
Way
the door.
bigger than I thought.
Way
Way
bigger. 100 milligrams
Also-
of THC big.
Also, don't know if this happens with every big OGs. That one was sentient.
Yes.
That
yeah.
one, I could see it had something beyond just the gaze.
Yeah.
There were
Dude, your eyes.
thoughts behind those eyes.
Yeah, that one knocked on the door and said,
Yeah.
I'm Sweet Clementine.
Yes. I said that. Okay.
Guys, OGs, they've launched 2 new products made with live rosin and RSO. The OG's Naturals, which is at the door. The big OG's at the door and the OG's Naturals. OG's Naturals are vegan gummies made with live rosin, available in a sweet clementine flavor. Meanwhile, the big OG's gummy is a mega version of Peg's Raspberry Orange RSO. Think of it like a little edible pizza. Little guy, right? About circular, about this big. That's great for everybody on audio. It's 100 milligrams of THC, and it's cut into 10 little slices. For 10 milligrams of THC per slice.
10 little guys.
10 little guys. To learn more about OG's gummies and where you can find them, head on over to ogsbrands.com. You do got to be 21 plus to enjoy responsibly. Darlos Cansby says,
Is that the Darlos Cansby?
Such a great name.
The starting defensive stud for the Arizona Arnolds?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
Speaking of OGs.
Today is a Flavoring Fridays.
Yeah.
I'm just
Damn
going
right
to
it
preface
is.
with the rest of this.
Yeah.
For those of you that are new to this program, not every show is quite like this. So you're going to want to stay for the remainder of it because things have gotten ticklish.
Whoa.
I don't know if this is the best week to be saying that. There have been weeks where
that's fair.
This week has been pretty off the rails.
Yeah, that's fair.
Ticklish?
You just described the show as ticklish.
Yeah. You never heard something be described as ticklish before?
A human.
Yeah, like I'm ticklish.
Not hey.
Yeah, I am.
Well.
I'm very ticklish.
Dude,
What about
I was
you,
watching
Darlos
that
Cansby?
movie. That was a super ticklish movie last
Okay.
night. Like
Flavor Fridays! Oh my gosh, it's Master Chief.
Okay. All right, we gotta move on.
The rails right now.
I have been getting killed on my bets recently.
Yeah.
Not on the bet show. I've been pretty good on the bet show, but like my individual bets, like yesterday, I so emotionally hedged the Nuggets because I so wanted them to lose that game and they got killed, and that made me happy. But I bet on them because it's a win-win. So I still won, but I lost money. Thankfully, our friends over at BetMGM make it so easy to win money. All you got to do is download the BetMGM Sportsbook app on iOS or Android, or visit BetMGM.com. Sign up and deposit at least $10 into your BetMGM Sportsbook account. Place your first wager and receive up to $1,500 back in bonus bets if the bet loses. And if the bet does lose, your bonus bets will be available once your initial wager is settled. I looked at all of the Week 1 lines today. I took the under in the Patriots Bengals
Sicko.
Week 1 game.
Absolute
I would
sicko.
rip that if I were you. Sign up for BetMGM. Use that bonus code PHNX. Place your first BetMGM Sportsbook wager through BetMGM's mobile sportsbook app for at least $10, and you'll receive up to $1,500 in bonus bets. If the bet loses, check out the show notes for full details. And now listen to me talk about disclaimer.
Bonus bets expire in 7 days. One new customer offer only. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in the U.S. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY 467-369 New York. Call 1-800-327-5050 Massachusetts. 21 plus only. Please gamble responsibly. Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP Arizona. 1-800-BETS-OFF Iowa. 1-800-981-0023 Puerto Rico. First bet offer for new customers only. Subject to eligibility requirements. Bonus bets are non-withdrawable. In partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel. See BetMGM.com for terms. U.S. promotional offers not available in New York, Nevada, North Carolina, Ontario, or Puerto Rico.
Get stuffed, Puerto Rico.
There you go. Guys, let's do something that we haven't done in quite some time, and let's talk about ASU Baseball.
Yes, sir.
How do we feel about that?
Yeah.
Sun
Good.
Devils 13-3 in their last 16 games.
Yep.
Pour one out for Texas Tech. They had
Jeez,
a real rough one. Sorry, Jalen Conyers. You got your ass beat.
no.
21-5.
Get stuffed, Kanye.
Yeah, that was for. Hold on a second. That was that's for leaving. Jalen.
That's for leaving.
That's for leaving.
Should we just call him and clown on him real quick?
No.
No, you don't think so?
No.
What do we think of this ASU baseball team as it stands right now? I mean, it was a rough start to the season. Obviously, we had seen everything going on in terms of the I don't want to say media circus because that's not a great way to put it, but just kind of Willie begging for NIL money.
Yeah.
Not great. Not a great look for the program. But really, since then, ASU baseball has taken off. And this team looks like it could be a real threat when you get to the Pac-12 tournament.
Jacob Tobias had 8 RBI last night.
Jeez.
That's crazy.
Ridiculous. I mean, the boys are starting to really hit, and that hasn't really been the biggest problem this year. But man, when this team is hitting, they are hitting, and they so many of them are so hot right now. I mean, Nick McLean has been just ever since the emergence of him last year, he's been so good. Obviously, everybody knows about Isaiah Jackson and what he can do, not only at the plate, but in the field. This team is hitting, and they're hitting their stride at the perfect time. They are – I should have saved this. I should have bookmarked it. I saw a tweet from some national college baseball reporter that said ASU is my pick to win the Pac-12 tournament.
I mean, Kobe has it in the chat right there. ASU is my sleeper pick to win the conference tournament.
I feel like people are starting to be like, oh man. Because like in baseball, almost in any other sport, obviously like March Madness, if you get hot, that's like crazy just because of the small sample size. But baseball, if somebody gets hot at the right time, there's not much you can do. And they're like the perfect encapsulation of the meme, like it's so over and we're so back because it was so over earlier in the
that's
season.
just ASU in general.
That's fair.
Even in this game, they got 3 runs scored on them in the first inning. And then they won 21-5.
Like so back. But yeah, I mean the runs and the offense has not always been a problem, but consistency with it has been. Like if you just go back and you look at the final scores, like you'll be like, oh, 19 runs. And then like 2 games earlier, it's like 5. And then 2 games before that, it's 3. And so the defense has to step up as well. But recently, I mean, they've just been on an absolute tear. 21 runs, 16, 10, 13, 3-5.
Yeah.
That's the tough one. 21-8. They score 9, they score 11, 19, 15. Like that, the offense is never the problem, but they do seem to just like completely stall out. Like it's not just, consistently 7 runs, 6 runs. It's either 20 or like 3.
Yep.
They're not just beating teams though.
No,
Like,
they're beating
they're
breaks.
dominating teams,
Yeah.
right? 13-1, 10-1, 16-7 in all 3 games against Stanford. Texas Tech, obviously 21-5 against Washington. Scored 21 runs and 11 runs, won 2 of those games.
But in the 21-run game, how many runs did they
They
give
gave up 18, so that wasn't
game
great.
was so drunk. That Washington game that went into, what did it go into, like 12 innings? Or was it just
21-18, I think it was just a normal game. This one, 11-7, that was 10 innings. And then the UC San Diego, ASU won 15-5, run ruled in the 7th inning. And then the next day, they won 19-8 again, run ruled them. in 7 innings. Even going back to USC in late April, right? 12-1, 17-2. They ended up losing on that Sunday, 6-11. But really, in those first 2 games, you dominated a team 29-3. That's absurd.
Yeah, it's college baseball.
So when we get to the conference tournament, which for those of you that don't know, ASU only has 2 other games left on the schedule. They've got Texas Tech today and then UNLV on Saturday before the Pac-12 tournament kicks off next Tuesday. Where do you guys feel in terms of a confidence level for this team? ASU?
Yeah.
No, this is UNLV plays Texas Tech.
Oh.
How do you guys feel about it?
I mean, you get hired at the right time. It's
perfect.
It's what you need. It's what you need to win in college athletics in general. Yeah, you can't really ask for more than 13 of the last 16. The record is 30-24.
Yeah,
and they've won 13 of the last 16 games. Like, kind of shows you what the season has been. But better now than never.
And Kobe says in the chat, says pitching is usually dead in conference tournaments, so typically the better offenses get it done in those formats. And again, a better offense in one that's completely hot, like these last 2 games, you put up double-digit runs again. I mean, your confidence is sky high.
Yeah.
And they do have the talent to take
movie.
advantage of that, despite that is a great Sky High was a great movie.
Yeah.
That was a great movie. But they do have like the talent to take advantage of it. But also it almost feels like they have like that morale boost as well. Like I know it's kind of weird to say going out there and saying, hey, we don't have a lot of NIL money, we need help or whatever. But I think that also can bring them closer together to kind of feel like, hey, we're against the odds almost. And, they counted us out at the beginning of the season, and now we're on a massive win streak. And even when we've lost within this streak, it's, hey, we're going to bounce back. We're going to score 20 runs the next game. You go into a conference tournament, you feel like you could beat anybody.
Yeah. No, that's totally fair. It is one of those sports where you get hot at the right time because of the tournament format, that you are able to really string together some nice series. And when you get to Pac-12 tournament and really beyond that, like, watch out, right? Because this team does have an offense that is capable of scoring 21 runs on you. It doesn't really matter who you are. Out of that offense, is there a player specifically for you that might need to shoulder the load as we get through the last couple games of the season and then into the Pac-12 tournament? I know, obviously, Isaiah Jackson is a name.
That's always the name that comes up first.
I think Matt McClain is the X factor. When that dude is cooking, he is cooking. Like, I remember the stretch he went on, like 5-game stretch of just ridiculous.
Nick McClain?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I always get him confused with Matt McClain on the Reds. Are they
Sent him to
related?
the pros already?
I forget. I think I looked this up once. I don't know. Yeah, he's when he's hitting, he is such a big part of this lineup.
Yeah.
So he's my pick. I mean, the pitching is the easiest answer.
This season, 12 home runs, 52 RBI. This kid has been phenomenal, not just offensively, but defensively as well.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Ryan Campos.
Okay.
For his career, he's batting .361. So he's very consistent up there at the plate. And last, I believe, he was 4 for 4. And had 3 runs. Like, that's it's not bad.
A talented player for sure. I'm going to go Jacob Tobias, another elder statesman of this team.
8 RBIs.
8 RBI the other day. 17 home runs on the season, 70 hits, the most of anybody on the team. Like, your best offensive player needs to show up when you get to tournament play. Needs to show up in games toward the end of the year where you need to have those wins. And Jacob Tobias, I think, can be that guy for ASU. You pair that with Nick McClain. You pair that with Nua Contradas, even Isaiah Jackson. Then you are looking at a Sun Devil baseball team that is a dangerous team, and exactly what Willie Bloomquist needs, I think, to really start to get NIL flowing through this program is you got to have baseball. I feel like is so different. It's more like basketball than football, where you do need to hit the postseason if you want to see, I think, big transfer portal additions, if you want to see recruits, if you want to see more money flowing through the program. Like, you have to have some sort of show of like, hey, we're in it. We're in the tournament. Because there are so many college baseball teams, damn it.
I think I think Willie's also gotten too much hate. Like, people have kind of already made up their mind about who he is, and I just really I completely disagree with it. Like, you can say what you want about him, his comments about asking for money and needing help, but at the end of the day, that's the world we live in, and
it's okay to ask for
help. He's not getting out coached. Like, that's not what's happening here. He's getting outplayed by better pitching, better bats. Like, he's doing the most he can with the resources he has available, and I think he's doing a hell of a job. And I think he's going to be here a while. And it's also a guy that wants to be here. That's one of the biggest things is the passion behind Willie and how much he loves coaching at ASU.
You can't get mad at the dude for playing the game, right?
No.
Like you can't be like, hey, we need you to be better in NIL. We need you to get more money. We need you to be successful in the current landscape of college athletics, but you can't bring it up.
Yeah.
Because I guarantee you he would not be out here saying this like as his first attempt to get some money and to raise some stuff. You know that he's trying behind the scenes.
Probably a last-ditch effort.
Yeah, and somebody who cares that much, like Shane mentioned, that wants to be here. That is somebody who cares. Somebody who's willing to go out there and like it is almost like a little bit humiliating and be like, please, like we need it. But he's putting that aside and he's not some nobody, right? And he's putting that aside and he's saying, we need your help, right? Like we need you. We are not in a place to be where you want us to be, but we can be. And that takes maturity. And that also takes like just putting your ego aside to go out there and to say that. And I mean, it's a little harsh to hear it at first because you're like, man, why is your coach up there begging for NIL?
Yeah.
But
that's not great.
It's reality. And like ASU Baseball does not have the resources to compete. And it's not even the same conversations when we talked about basketball, when we talked about football, because those sports are getting a good allocation of ASU's NIL money. It doesn't appear like baseball is getting a big one, and they need help.
Yeah.
They do.
Can I try something really fast?
Please.
You could try.
BJ Freeman.
Get JJ to show
Yeah, I'm
up.
trying to spawn JJ. BJ Freeman.
How many times do you have to do this?
I just did it 3 times.
That's all.
Jokes aside, there will be a video out on BJ Freeman film breakdown coming out over the weekend. So definitely keep an eye out for that. He, after watching a lot of Milwaukee Horizon League play, he's awesome, man. He's very exciting. So just wanted to plug that before we move on to our next topic.
Also have an audio-only episode coming
sir.
out on Saturday. Just kind of details and breaks down individually the transfers that ASU football got through the spring, and then some of our favorites before we even get to fall camp and Camp Tontozona.
That's a fun one.
Guys, we have a lot next week. And really throughout the summer. Not sure if you saw it on social, but it is out there on the Twitter sphere. Is that it? On X.
You're 26.
It's on X. It's on Twitter. Go check it out. A little bit of a tease as
Twitter
to
sphere?
our special guest
43?
on Tuesday, 2 p.m. Be here.
Dude.
It's going to be live. Show up, show out. We'll tell you who it is on Monday if you can't already tell, but be there.
Yeah, he's got a recognizable head, I would say. So
He's got recognizable
I think
head.
I'm going to
He's
try
got
to
a
get him to wear the
recognizable
hat.
head.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to get him to wear the hat.
You're going to try
I'm
and
gonna
get...
try.
Yeah.
I think he will.
I think he will too.
Okay.
Yeah, gonna be a big one. Gonna be a fun one.
Yeah.
Super-
No, I'm so
super
pumped.
stoked.
I am so pumped. I'm also pumped for all of you guys to go to your nearest Circle K.
Yes,
And get
sir.
yourself... I'm pumped.
Are you pumped?
Get yourself a sweet treat.
And pumped. Get yourself
Pump
pumped
your car.
gas.
Yeah, with gas.
Don't get too pumped. I
Yeah.
got one video out.
Yeah, get the gas in your car.
In your car.
I
your
was
car.
really worried that was
yeah.
going to come up. Restart the ad read. You're excited for our
Guys,
viewers.
Circle K, it's America's thirst shop. They got a new free membership program called Inner Circle. It's going to help you guys save 25 cents per gallon on your first 5 fill-ups. And then every day after that, they're going to help you save 3 cents per gallon every single day. They've got little snacks. They got little treats. They got deals on everything.
Dude,
Eric,
they have
I think
cheesy
you should,
caramel
No,
popcorn.
I'm not doing it again.
I think he should have to do it again.
Not doing it again.
Every
I ate
Friday.
way too fast.
I think he should
Every
have to do
Friday.
it.
I did it on
no,
Thursday.
just pick a snack. You don't got to
Yeah,
do a
pick a
meat
snack.
stick. Just pick a snack.
No, to eat during the entire ad read and to finish it?
Yeah.
No
See,
chance.
the roasted
Come on,
peanuts
see,
are possible.
do the nuts.
No, man.
Come on.
I'm taking the advice of my friend Danielle.
I'll-
I'm saying no.
Hey, stop smacking the table. My mic is up
It's
here.
crazy. He
I
thinks
will-
he gets a choice.
I'll split the nuts with you, brother.
You'll split some nuts
I'll
with me?
split the nuts.
Okay, we'll do this. Come on.
If all 3 of us split
No,
the nuts.
how do you want me to? How do you want me
Do
to
your
eat
ad read,
those?
bro. Do your ad
No,
read,
we got to
bro.
split them.
That's a lot of nuts in here.
That's a lot
We'll
of
split
nuts.
them in half. How about you split a meat stick?
No.
I already ate some Circle K kettle cooked chips
Okay,
earlier
that's
today,
fine.
and they
Guys,
were delicious.
Enjoy your member-exclusive beverage deal. Inner Circle members like you can get any size Polar Pop or Froster for just 69 cents.
Froster? What's a Froster?
It's
Max, what's a Froster?
Come here, Max. Come here, ad man.
Come here, Max.
What's a
Come
Froster?
What's a Froster?
nice kind of like frozen slushy.
Oh.
Go
Dude,
get one of those.
I-
69 cents.
fucking love frozen slushies.
I love that.
I filled up a Circle K this morning, and I owe a picture of myself wearing the hat in a Circle K.
And you forgot?
And I didn't have it with me because I was on my way to work, but I got no problem stopping at Circle K more than once.
Dude.
At all.
Dude.
I might get a Froster.
Frozen slush?
Yum.
Join Inner Circle for free by downloading the Circle K app today. Terms and conditions apply. At participating locations, visit CircleK.com for details.
Oh, man. That was maybe one of my favorite ad reads of all time.
No way, you just barked.
It wasn't a bark, it was an arf.
It was a
Arf.
That was an intimate.
An intimate bark.
Intimate bark.
All right, guys, let me tell you about Desert Financial Credit Union.
What are we doing here?
Just getting real casual.
Well, you need to get uncasual.
You look good in black, Totri.
Thank you, man. It's most of my closet.
Same.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to buy $200 worth more
I don't
black
like
shirts,
this. You're trying to little bro me here. I like this less.
let me tell you about Desert Financial Credit Union, the official retail banking partner of Arizona State University, and they could be the official retail banking partner of you. All right?
Yeah, you keep doing this. Come here.
Hey, guys.
For more than 84 years, Desert Financial has been Arizona's largest and most trusted local credit union, dedicated to creating exceptional experiences by giving back to the community, all three of us, and providing financial solutions that make lives better. Now, guys, let me tell you personally, from me to you, I have been using Desert Financial Credit Union for my entire life, and they've been there for me, and they've never done me wrong, whether I'm coming in with a question about investments, mortgages, my savings, anything like that, a credit card, or if I'm just going in because I might have lost my debit card. That maybe happened a couple of times. They've always been helpful, and the people there are super nice. Plus, you can get $200. Let me just bury the lead here. $200 just by opening up a free checking account online. Plus, with your Visa debit card, you can get one of 3 different exclusive brands with ASU Spirit on it. It's rock your maroon and gold with every purchase that you make. Go to desertfinancial.com/ASU to get started.
I love it. I love it. It is Friday, which means we've got Hot or Not. But before we do Hot or Not, hit the like button. Damn it. Sorry, that was aggressive.
No,
that was okay.
no. If you haven't hit the like button yet, I'm pissed off. I might call you an insult.
There are less than half likes to viewer
Stinky.
ratio in here. That's bad.
Stinky?
If you haven't liked the video,
You smell.
You're a stinky.
As soon as you like it, you get unstink.
Yeah.
You get unstinky. You called the chat stinky and we lost 3 viewers.
Fair.
It's Friday. Let's do Hot or Not. Let's do Hot or
baby.
Not. Danielle, this show has been totally on the rails.
Let's take it off.
What do we?
Let's take it off the rails here
What
today.
do we have? What do we have? Topic numero uno.
Dude, we'd be so we'd be so bad at the trolley problem. Actually, you know what? We'd be good at it. We'd be good at the trolley problem because we could be completely off. We wouldn't have to pull a lever.
You know, like if
Oh,
it's like
no.
one thing is on like this is like pull the lever and like save like 5 children
Yeah,
or like
so
100 adults or like something like that.
So
You
if
pick the lever.
here, we'll do this right now. Since this is the first time you heard about it, this is going to be awesome.
Hot or Not, the trolley
Totri,
problem.
let's say there is one person on the tracks, right?
One person on the track.
On the tracks, and the trolley is going to run over that person.
Yeah.
Unless you pull the lever. And if you pull the lever, it's going to run over 3 people.
Uh-huh.
What are you going to do?
How many people are
Or
on
sorry, no, there's 3 people straight ahead. Yeah, and then there's only 1 person on the right.
one person on the right?
So it's going to kill 3 people if you don't pull the lever. But if you pull the lever, it kills 1 person. What are you going to do?
It's only those people are impacted.
Yep.
Who is
Well, and
who
there's
is
families and their loved
well,
ones.
that's how you get more complex into this. But for now, it's 4 random people you don't know.
4 random people I don't
Yep.
know? Ooh, sorry to the one person, I guess.
You just killed a person. You killed a person. The blood is on your hands if you do that. If you don't do anything, then it just runs over 3 people.
Yeah,
Whoop.
well, sometimes you got to make hard decisions.
That's
man.
the trolley problem.
You
So
gotta-
I'm saying
What-
we'd be
wait,
good
what
at
are
it.
you doing?
Well, I'm saying we'd be good at it because
He's not
No, what are you doing?
well, we'd be good at it because the trolley would be off
He's
the
fucking
tracks.
not answering my question.
The trolley would be off the tracks. Danielle,
What are you doing? Are you pulling the lever or not?
who's driving the trolley? That's a good point. No, I'm walking
Herb
away.
is driving the
I'm walking away.
You're walking away?
Yep,
It's not my
I'm outta here.
problem. Dude, you're what's wrong with society.
plugging his ears so he doesn't hear the scream.
Topic
Okay,
one.
let's do it.
Yeah.
How are we doing today? How are we doing on our Friday?
We're doing great.
Okay, so we got into a pretty heated debate yesterday, as we usually do in this office. How are we feeling about schedule releases?
as
They're
Hot or not?
They're
Like,
so hot.
Schedule releases as videos or schedule releases in general?
Just kind of in general.
Well, in general, they're hot because it promotes creativity, and it's become a whole thing now.
Yeah,
in
like,
the NFL landscape, it's
can we just
awesome. There's no
throw-
heat debate here.
There was just one individual.
There was one individual
person.
that was just stubborn because he said something and then was like, "Oh, I'm gonna die on this hill for no reason." Jacob Franklin.
It's very Sean DePaz thing to do.
It is. Well, no, Sean usually has reasons. Jacob didn't really have one. He was like, "I don't really care. I would never make one
Schedule
of those."
release videos are incredible.
I don't make movies, but I watch them, Jacob. I would never. Actually, I kind of want to make a movie one day.
Dude,
But
can I be in the movie?
I watch music videos. I'm never gonna
He's gonna
make
need
one of them.
somebody to
I
hold
could
the
make
mic.
one of those one day.
Shut
I
up, bro.
watch plays. I'm never gonna direct a play.
You don't know that.
I don't want to direct a play.
But what if you did?
I don't want to. I'd say no. I'd
It would be against my
pull the
will.
lever.
They're
Yeah,
hot.
They're hot.
Yeah, they're
Very
Yeah,
hot.
they're very hot. They're very hot.
General Hot. Hello, General Hot.
It's not hot for the teams that just mail it in.
Yeah, I
don't
would
like
say
that.
I would say it's hot specifically for the Chargers.
This
Yeah,
year.
yeah. It's awesome
And
for us.
everybody else
That's
is
the
just
one
kind of-
day of the year we guaranteed a dub.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fair. You
Every
start
year,
the season
every year.
one and
Everybody else, it's not.
What do we got for topic two?
When I was on the bus, living on the bus, I met a ton of really cool athletes, but one of the coolest group of people that I met was the Chargers social team. I had to make sure I was like, you guys are amazing.
Yeah.
I told them that. So I was
You
that
probably
was
inspired them to be good.
It's
be
it's
great.
me. I'm the reason this whole thing went well.
Sims also a great game.
Sims is a great game. I built my entire college house and all of the people in it in Sims 4. Sims 3. What is it? Sims 3?
Did you put me in it?
No, you weren't. You weren't in my life.
I was in your life.
Yeah, but very briefly. I was like, oh yeah, that guy from Friendsgiving. I'm gonna put him in my. Newer viewers of the show don't know. Totri and I met each other before we started working together very briefly, and he hated me for
Yeah, I didn't
a little
like Shane
bit
very much.
because I was threatening. My aura was threatening.
You weren't. Your aura
My
wasn't
aura was
threatening to
He
me.
was like, that guy's a problem.
That guy wields a sword.
That guy knows how to. That guy's
That guy.
adept in metallurgy.
That guy barks.
Roof.
Yeah.
Topic 2.
Topic 2. My brother and I are building a.
I thought you were just gonna say your brother.
Yeah, my brother. How do you feel about my brother?
I don't know. My brother.
My brother and I are building a mini ramp in our backyard.
A mini ramp.
Mini ramp
Okay.
for skateboarding. And
Yeah.
we're getting a lot of judgment for it.
Okay.
How we feel skateboarding, hot or
Okay.
not?
First, skateboarding, hot or not?
Yeah.
I thought we were gonna say mini ramp. Skateboarding.
Skateboarding's hot. It's cool. I don't skateboard. I'm not balanced enough. My equilibrium is off. Yeah, it's hot though. It's a cool thing. It's very unique. It's kind of painting in a way. Like you get to do whatever you want with a skateboard. You know, there's no right way to skateboard.
Does a longboard count as a skateboard?
No, it doesn't.
So you could say skateboarding is not hot, but you can think longboarding's hot?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think skateboarding's hot.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe it's just because it wasn't my thing. Like I've skateboarded before. I was never very good at it. I don't know. I just never found it like really appealing to me.
I'm not good at it.
Yeah, see, I'm not good at it either, but that's not going to close my mind to it.
I'm gonna say closed.
You ever see people do some insane skating tricks, bro?
Yeah, shit is crazy.
You hate Tony Hawk,
Did
bro?
you ever play
Is
Skate
that what I
3?
said?
Skate 3 is one of the best games ever.
Yes, I did.
One of the best games
No, I
ever.
will not
Get
post
out of
you.
here. Not hot.
What are those tech decks?
Yeah, Tech Deck.
Yeah,
is
Tech Decks
those
was
are
sweet.
sick. Those
Those
are
were sweet.
awesome.
Also,
I need to get some more of those.
innovation in your backyard, hot. Building,
Yeah, building that, yeah.
things, hot.
Well, let's hope it works.
One of these days, I'm gonna build like a shelf or something, and that is going
You're
to
gonna
put
build a
me
shelf?
through hell. But I'm gonna do it. That's a goal of mine.
a shelf.
Just like a shelf, something simple.
Like just buy like no instructions, nobody to help you. You're just gonna raw
rip.
dog a
I'm
shelf.
just gonna pause. Just gonna rip. You gotta
That
use.
term has come up far too
Yeah.
many times in
He's
the last
brought
week
it up
for my
every
liking.
time.
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
Far too many times.
Calm
for-
down.
I don't know what you're
We're
talking
gonna
about.
get
Lord.
Erik Ruby Jr. here soon
Yeah.
if you're not careful. Anyway, topic 3.
I'm okay with just kind of ending the show right there. No, this one is sent in to us from Leah M.
Oh,
Okay.
one of our
Who's
lovely
this?
viewers.
Longtime listener, first time caller, Leah M.
Emerging viewers.
Museums.
Not hot.
What?
Wait,
No, not hot.
Go Devils.
No.
In peace.
Museums are not hot, dude. What do we think is hot about them?
What
You
do
like
you
to walk
mean?
around and look at old shit?
Yes, that's so awesome. It's like one of my favorite things. I love strolling and
You can stroll, that's hot.
No.
Yeah, strolling is hot.
Strolling and like just soaking it in, brother. Just soaking in the old shit.
You're soaking in the history?
Dude,
Yes.
he is so the guy to like go visit like the Louvre and be like,
This is
can we like go get
wow.
coffee or something? Like,
Yeah, dude. Why are we living in the past so much, man?
I'm focused on the future, dude. I'm grinding. I'm getting ready
Live
for
in
my
the moment.
Why?
Live in
You
the
know
moment.
why
No.
history was so important? I mean, it still is, but you know why it's so important? Because you don't want to relive your past mistakes. So it's very hot.
Yeah. So, like, I'd rather go to the zoo.
That has nothing to do with what we're talking about. I went to the World War II museum in I want to say Indy, and I went.
Art is hot, but museums are not hot.
I went into a submarine, an old submarine. They had a flag. It was during World War II. They had a flag of how many ships they sunk, and they had like emblems for each ship they sunk. I'm like, that's crazy, and it's kind of messed up, but it's pretty cool. And it was a submarine. And I went inside of it, and that was in a museum. That was really cool. Really cool.
They're
Really
hot, dude. What are you
cool.
talking about?
Yeah, Totri.
That's
Night
a
at the
terrible
Museum.
take.
Did you not enjoy that film?
The what?
The Night at the Museum.
It was a good movie.
It was a great movie.
It was a
Dum
good
Dum
movie.
Need Gum Gum.
Facts.
Movie's great.
Yeah, I'm with Clint on this one. I'm not going to read
Whoa,
that.
whoa,
but I'm
whoa,
with
whoa,
Clint
whoa,
on
Clint. Clint.
Guys, do we have anything else? Do we have anything else, boys? You've had this here. Sorry.
God,
You've had
what
this
are you
here for a minute.
What?
It's like a scroof. It's a scroof hair. It's gone now.
Make sure you rate us 5 stars on whatever audio platform you're listening
Guys,
to.
that's going to do
Do
it.
we have enough entrance into the Erik Ruby hat thing? Drawing?
Yeah,
Have
we
you
need
checked?
that. Everybody in
checked?
here right now, I have not checked, but we need more anyway. Go rate our show 5 stars on wherever you listen to it. Or if you watch us live, still go rate us 5 stars on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Write a review. Use the special word forks, and you will be entered for a chance to win a free Die Hard membership because I've been wearing this thing nonstop for a month. So you can get something out of that. Not me, but
Almost
you
a
can.
month.
Almost
You still
a
got some
still
time
got
to go.
It feels like a month. Feels
Guys,
like 6.
That's going to do it for today's show. Again, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Like Erik said, drop a 5-star review. Do it. We appreciate
Right
you.
now.
We appreciate you guys. Also, head over to gophnx.com today. Click that little diehard tab. It's going to see everything that you unlock when you become a PHNX diehard. Access to the diehard Discord, exclusive diehard only content, discounts on event, on merch, and so much more.
just one event.
On event.
Discount on event.
Guys, give us a follow at PHNX_Sun Devils. You can follow me at Anthony
Discount on the
Totri.
fan.
You can follow this guy. Big hat
Make
man
sure
here.
to subscribe to PHNX
At
Sun Devil.
Erik Ruby. That is Erik with a K. You can follow DJ Danielle at Africa Danielle across social media. You can follow this guy right here with the Arizona State Athletic Department on his hat at Shane Deef.
Yep, as always.
We'll see.
Oh, enjoy your weekend. Be safe. Have fun, as always.
We'll see you Monday and Tuesday. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
in the meantime, go Devils. Peace.
We all silly like the mayor.